Oh, they're still here. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
You rotter, he said. You rotter. What are you insinuating?
What's wrong with him? Oh, he's like a horse? Oh. You fucking gamble, don't you? You're also in debt, aren't you? You have to be. You bet on horse racing. This is a flaming outrage. I've got a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said. And so will I.
Hold up. I know it doesn't mention anything about it, but surely. This portfolio must contain no secrets, blah, blah, blah. Oh dear, blah, 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 blah. It's not enough. It's only him? This book is really thick though. Surely it makes mention of like more. Oh, what? I was hoping we could turn the page, but. Gosh, it's full of names. After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Oh, okay, so we're not gonna turn the page. Okay, fine. Fair. Fine. That must be why he's riding like a horse, right? Mr. Fairplay! You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace! It's scandalous! It's... I protest! I protest in the strongest possible terms!
That's right, I protest too. About you rotten scoundrel.
Oh my god, his leg is going through the man's arm. Do you see that? Or the man's hand. You can just grab him right there. Order! 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 This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know.
My lord, if I may comment. All right, Lord Vanjix. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
Accuse? I never intended to.
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have what? You have intimate. What is intimated? You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British court of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation.
I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought.
Besides, it was Mr. McGillis that said it, not us. What are you wasting time for? Get them to testify! I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid down as a fella. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
I'm sure they're saying testify in Japanese, but I can't tell what it is. Gohen? Goken? Yeah, whatever that.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Just shut up, all of you. Mr. Fairplay or Mr. First? My lord, where are you? Where is everyone? I'm blind. You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keeping pushing forward. Okay, I think that's one too many ings. We were the only two people on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that.
If anything had happened while we were sitting, don't you think one or two of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I must say that on listening to his testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. Beppo was also riding over there, right? From the little seat there. If he had heard sounds of the skylight opening and rummaging of a body being thrown in or whatever, wouldn't he have heard it unless he was in on it? I don't fucking know. That's right. You see?
We're innocent, I tell you.
Logically, of course. The argument falls down if the two of you are in collusion with one another. What? According to investigations by Scotland Yard. How do you do a deep voice? Iggy. The two witnesses share no common dealings. Whatever, fuck it. Ha! But I don't trust coppers any more than I trust a stinking rich. Same. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Don't say that. Are you trying to say that that's not what happened? Counsel for the defense. Over to you. Your cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. Don't say you feel uneasy, because then that's not gonna be the answer. If that's not the answer, then I don't fucking know what it is, then. Why is the man trotting like a fucking horse? We were the only two people on the rope deck that I can swear to that. So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck? Absolutely not! Dickon!
No question about it, he said. None at all.
Why are you fucking galloping like a fucking horse? Why? Is it because your name is Lady First and that's like a name for a horse? Like what the?
Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here.
Is this true, Mr. McGill? Whatever. Dear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside the almost immediately. That's an outright lie! Without doubt, you were engaged in... Let me stop you there, fella, and ask. Do you have any evidence at all? What? It's all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not... God, I saw you with my own eyes! This is going so well. Well, they're making it sound like it's not them then. Oh man, I thought for sure it was gonna be them.
If it didn't happen when we were sitting, don't you think anyone was gonna notice?
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus, at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly? Is this some kind of a lark?
Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what this is?
Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly? Are you fair dinkum, sir? What's a dinkum? Is that a fucking insult? I want to start using that. Dinkum? You fucking dinkum. What's a dinkum?
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again. That's extreme.
It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked.
I'm dreadfully sorry about the young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear ye at all.
That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone.
Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be saying things that aren't real in the cold. It's hardly surprising. Oh my god, this big girl is so suspicious.
Seeing things.
Is it him or not? This is, god dang. I believe we're written in passe here on this particular point.
Ugh, you.
Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in the case, then 'tis only fair that you and I and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about.
This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really.
Is this girl gonna say anything? I feel like she's gonna be the one to do a reaction or something. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. So, you had never met Mr. Trice-fired Mason before? Oh, Lume, whatever. No, not once, never.
He'd never met the man before, he said. Never.
And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either?
That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brick makers, to be perfectly honest, sir.
No, I imagine not. Unless you make a house for a hat. You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who are inside the cabin. What now? Oh, God. Don't you always with the snickering, you're so sus! Mr. McGilded. Oh yes, Countall, what can I be doing you for? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? I wonder. What are you insinuating now? Ah, Mr. Fireplay. It's been too long, so it has. Hey? If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date. I beg your pardon. You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion. Aren't you a banker? Why don't you have money? Why do you need to borrow money? Well, now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off on another? And young Mr. First.
Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir?
You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding above your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it?
Well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door.
The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is.
You many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch.
Oh wait, isn't his hat, is he about to insinuate that his hat is the same type of hat? It does have the stitching over it, but I thought that was just because he was poor. Customers, such as Trice-fired Mason. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence afore, my lord. Oh yeah, yes you mean? I can't help thinking that the poor fellow's hat looked distinctively familiar, wouldn't you say?
That's one of my hats.
Aye, that is. So it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I'd wager you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
Wait. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. You're so sus, McGilded. God dang it. I rest my case. You little weasel. He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
It's almost like, what? He's so sus. Oh man, I don't like this guy. Please, don't let my little interruption hold up the proceedings. Oh, we got an award for some reason.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute!
He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
What is this way of talking? Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see? It's shut fast now, just like it was on the night. So it is, of course. A fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it. Still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand. Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? It's his teeth.
I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind. Loudly. I shocked myself with it as it happened.
You broke, as in you farted? What are you talking about? Why is this suddenly... Oh, like you were inside it maybe and you farted? There's an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just meant to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But, just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible.
Why don't you open the door then?
Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went red as a rogue, I did. A rouge, even.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be open. I tried and tried when I was inside the cabin of shame.
It can't be open from the inside. I remember saying it somewhere. Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? I think it probably said it, like... Where did it say it? It said it somewhere. I remember someone saying it. What was her voice? Oh god, it's been so long. Miss Lestrade!
It opens.
Hmm?
The skylight. That is what we were talking about, right?
Put that gun away, for fuck's sake. Why are you just... stop!
Oh, them skylights open, dead easy.
More easily than you can load that weapon?
That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, I...
You can't do it from the inside, you mug.
Oh.
Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drugs. And I heard the hall. I mean, I had purses coming out me ears.
Mr. Strahd, this is not the forum to be... What? Mr. Strahd, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't top off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the cache, and jumped right through it.
What?
Yeah, the catch for them skylight is on the top side. That's why you can't open it from the cabin.
The skylight opens from the roof deck?
Bailiff! Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
Oh, it slides.
Ah!
Oh, my hat!
See?
Order! So, it appears that the street girl's statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens? And from the roof deck?
Mr. Naruhodo! This could be the clue we've been looking for.
I don't know, man. Also, it seems sus that if this girl is unrelated to Mr. McGilded, why was she here in the courtroom? You know? Why would she be here if she got away from being potentially a part of the crime? Why would she show up? And why did she slit the smoke? I think she must be working for him or something for money. Or something or other.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So, the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Investigate what?
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof?
I guess it's telling us that we want to examine the thing. Let's go. Open up. So the skylight was fastened shut before.
But now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it.
Anything worth noting? I guess we'll go inside. Is there anything to look at from inside? Well, inside, yeah. Oh, you see blood. Hello.
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why someone like me? Yeah, why would you kick him down? That's mean. Huh? What is it?
Look, just here. Look at this.
That's without question.
It's blood. It's blood.
Why would there be blood stain there?
Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Evidence! Okay, there you go. There's a contradiction, I guess. Alright, good seeing you. Oh wait, actually we could just present it from here. Igiori! On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof. Here in this courtroom. Counsel. My lord. I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Where exactly within the omnibus is the evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell through the roof deck to the skylight. Da 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 da. Up we go. Whoop, other way. Sokura!
By Jupiter! Is that blood?
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
Oh, what?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening.
Oh my.
And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
No!
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is he guilty or is he innocent? I can't, the way this game is playing it out, I can't fucking tell.
Order, order, order.
But the blood could have been sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I?
But there's no way to know for certain, is there? If that jet really fell through the skylight, I mean.
Why don't we have a good look at the floor on the cabin between the two sheets, Mr. First? Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right here, so it is.
What? No!
But it can't be. It's all
lies!
My fellow jury members,
I think we can all agree that there's clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can we?
I believe we can, sir. It's clear to me now whether filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So, they thought they could pull the wool over our eyes, did they? There should be like a stack of papers there, by her.
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing, she says with the black flag behind her, but never to mind that.
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say, he seemed too quiet. Is he supposed to be royal? Is he like actual royalty or something? Like, you got money? You single? What was your voice?
Igiori. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, and what would you be referring to now, Lord Van Zix?
A blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
Oh, shit. Is he gonna fucking say that? Is he gonna say that it was tampered with the fact? Oops. What? Why?
Oh no. For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Oh dear. Oh my. What? What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Igiori. I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over to the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At At least, not until this trial began.
But
Are you suggesting, Lord Van Zieks, that the stain of blood was...
Fabricated, my lord. Yes. And while this court has been in session. What? Well, God, Mr. McGilded, my dude. You're really gonna... What the palaver? Palaver? Oh! I think that was a word used in one of the songs in Les Miserables. What the palaver? What did I... Oh, okay, so that's an actual word. This entire time, I just thought I just was mishearing it. That was neither here nor there. I must say, I didn't expect such cold reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zieks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the world, capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the reaper of the belly.
Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature.
Wait a minute, did Chief Justice sent us here to fucking be his attorney because he didn't want us, like, is this like a trap? Was this a trap to get us to fucking defend someone who was fucking sus, like actual guilty? Oh no.
You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? You're so impolite, you don't even offer that to anyone else.
When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
She's getting paid to do it, that's why she's here, right? Tut, Lord Van Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Huh? Oh, no! I think it's fair to say, this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood of the skylight didn't exist, you say? But, if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world without the world and his wife seeing it? What? Why would the world have a wife? Isn't that right now, counsel? No, I know you did it when the smoke screen happened. I know it. It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session.
My lord friend.
What?
Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think... I ain't fucking lying! I ain't fucking lying for you, you little stupid man! You sus as hell! As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that there's no evidence to suggest... Sorry. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Lord gracious! Explain yourself, counsel! Yes, there is. It seems my Lord Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. This deceit?
What the fucking hell, goddamn. I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly. The recess that we were forced to take. As a result of a smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. What is going on? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
So much for securing the omnibus, unless the bailiff did it.
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, assure the defendants in custody and clear the courtroom.
The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all that chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me! That's a wicked plot! That's a plot to undermine me, so it is! Oh, fuck you. Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as, to start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Vardix, no one was able to corroborate your claims. That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut. Motherfucker! Ryunosuke, we looked into the storage compartment. They don't take that into consideration? We looked in there. We saw the things in there. Did we not? Am I imagining it? Did I dream that? Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things.
What do you think?
Sorry?
About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
If she's asking me that, there must be, but I don't know what. What else is there more about the... Get inside, just get inside, shut up. I don't know what else there is. I'm gonna be real, I didn't see this blood puddle here the first time we came in here, but I don't know if that's just because I missed it or if that was put there later. The blood also looks a lot brighter than here where it's darker. Is that an indication that that's fake? Am I stupid? But if that wasn't there to begin with, wouldn't the vampire have said something about that? Or wouldn't we have noticed that? I just feel like that would have... Bitch, I don't fucking know. I don't see anything otherwise. I just... I don't... There's nothing up here, right? Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. 418, nothing. Stairs, nothing. Nothing. I don't know, I got nothing. So if she's asking me, there must be something then. I don't know. My lord. Yes, counsel? There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? What in the devil's name are you gonna say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you better start watching your back. You can't threaten me, the vampire will protect me. Maybe, maybe not. I keep calling him a vampire even though he's not a vampire, but I think he's supposed to look like one. Silence, McGillet. The court awaits the defense's clarification. I don't actually even know. Grr. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. Well, based on how our defendant is acting, I can say that he's probably the one who did it, but what am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Hold up. You know, it's been a hot minute since I saved. Why don't we save? Thank you.
Okay. Where exactly is the alleged mark that you claimed up here point on trial?
I feel like the only thing I can think of is this on the floor, right? Right? I swear I didn't see it the first time, but I also don't know if it's just because I actually missed it. Is it possible to have missed this? No, because if you look down here, you would have seen it, right? Right? Am I stupid? If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. What? No. Am I wrong? But as far as I can recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good lord.
Why didn't anyone what? Is that true? Is that it? Is that what it is? Am I crazy or not?
Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that it was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Oh my fucking god damn it, Jesus. That startled me. This trial is over. Oh, excuse me. It's not over yet until I finish drinking my water, so mind your business. And calm down a bit. Okay, water has been drank. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it is all over now. But you're the defendant. It is all over, I tell you. Ow. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. This is all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there. Now. Well. And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it's been, that good-for-nothing Reaper the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord. Hoity. Ho.
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence.
Even if you have, like, the word of the Scotland Yard? Does that mean nothing? I guess it can't mean anything, really.
At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position?
I don't want to see this cute guy in distress.
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Bitch, I tried, okay? I was trying to help you out. It's not the fact that you're cute or anything. It's the fact that I was just wanted to be a truther, but if this goes and he gets declared not guilty, it ain't my fault. I tried to just bring out the truth. It ain't my fault.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my education. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty. Yes. Which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now, with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
And what have we not presented yet? We haven't even done anything with this, right? The crime scene photograph? But we have so little evidence. Yes, my lord. The defense believes. Not that I need to, but I'm just gonna do it because I'm going to, but I gotta stick to my guns. If Ace Attorney has told me anything, is that you need to fucking be truthful. Gotta be truthful. I'm not going back on my word. I'm here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. Unless this is a fucking... Is this a fucking fake? Is this trial fake? Because in my head, I was thinking like... prior to the last session, I said that Cosmo would be here, right? Has this been like a test? Has this been a test for us? And this trial is not real at all?
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there's no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good gracious me! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accuser's innocence into question? Are you of sound mind?
Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end here, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Huh? Are you bribing me? Your job here is done, fella. And some fine work you done, so you have. What do you mean? 'Tis just as a right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it before. The trial can't go on anymore. In your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine? Or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsolved rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
I don't understand what's happening. This thinking wretch are always guilty of something. You mark my words. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park. What is happening?
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord. What? I don't...
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks, my lord, the case made by the prosecution is flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
My sincerest apologies, my lord. But, wait! Yeah, when we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. Boo!
That's so unfair!
Boo! The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by the court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
Whatever that means. What? I don't understand what that means. What? Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded.
Oh, good grief! You've more to say to me, have ye? Just one thing. A warning.
far from over.
Well, something to be look forward to then. What?
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magus McGilded.
What? 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 You dare shoot fireworks when there's fucking fire just hanging around? But that's beside the point. What? I can't believe it. This is an outrage. They should examine the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. Well, with the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly a victory for us. Well, that doesn't make me happy at all. That's so fucking, like, weird. Oh man, I thought for sure they were gonna say, like, psych, this is all fake. You were fooled. God dang it. What the fuck? This doesn't make any fucking sense. So what? Then it just means that there's no... What? Oh, fucking hell. I don't like that. That certainly was a long trial. Yes, it was. Your first ever trial on foreign soil, and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. Don't congratulate me, Susato. And to you, Miss Susato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection. Aye, that you did. Oh, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here. You fucking... And you're with the girl. God damn you two. I fucking hate you two. Mr. McGilded. And that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the $6 fireworks they do be letting off when the verdicts are not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I prefer the cherry blossoms, thank you very much. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I have you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Ah, 'tis water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Aye. Money. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. And now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in their hands and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. Is double jeopardy a thing here in this court? Can we bring you back? I have absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. If you have Scotland Yard in your pocket, then from the get-go, Scotland Yard should have gotten rid of that extra evidence, that fucking shit to begin with. Or rather, they should have planted that stuff to begin with then. As in removing the storage compartment stuff and also putting the blood in. They should have done that from the get-go. Then you wouldn't have had this fucking fiasco. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your trouble, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. I be wist, you're humble people, are ye, from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this, still and on. You deserve a reward.
Mr. Magnus Begilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom.
Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
I hope it's not an inconvenience, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Inspection? Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again? Now?
And naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing me best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is.
What?
So then, fairly well. 'Tis was an absolute pleasure meeting yous. Get out of here. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. Get out of here. What? Expecting the bus? Why? What? And there he goes. A free man. I don't... What? Oh, I forgot she was here too. Don't you dare! What? What?
Don't move!
Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're grown up.
Sorry?
And I hate all grown-ups.
Who's this? There you are. Oh!
Naughty, running off like that.
I was right, it is fucking one of the... Okay, okay, well, she'll probably introduce you later, but... Is this some kind of a picnic? Who's this little girl now?
And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run on my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ha!
Shoot.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Excuse me, but who are you? The two of you just have guns in your hands in the courtroom.
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
I think I still have a little bit of like what I'm trying to do, like an Irish thing. I don't remember how to do anything anymore. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke though? At all?
I just took my eyes off for a moment while I was changing into a different omnibus and she pinched it. And luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
A what? What's it what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about. I have to think of a better voice for her.
Yeah? Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
No, why can't I'm trying to think of a I was trying to think of a specific voice, but I can't figure out how to do it.
Yeah? You're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
No, that's too high. I don't fucking whatever, I don't care.
What? What for? To apologize, of course, silly. To my technician.
What?
You mean, say sorry. You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adult. Come along then. Follow me.
Fine. Have a joy.
Oh, good. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that's what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Oh, she doesn't even introduce herself. Alright. She was a lively one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too?
Yes, you're right. But where to?
Oh,
We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner have we arrived in London than we had rushed here. All of our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Please tell me you're not thinking of Begilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guinea would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion.
Is this the way it ends?
And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. What? Are we gonna get a sneak peek of something? Hey, what's wrong? What? Oh, there. The courtroom. Oh, they lit the fucking boss on fire, McGilded!
どういうことだわかりません私が駆けつけた時にはもう現場検証が始まるまで立ち入り禁止のはずではないか
Is Gilded in there? Please tell me he's in there.
まさか
There's someone. Is it McGilded?
誰かいるのか
Oh, the judge! We just saw that window busted. How have we not seen anyone in there? Is Miss Gilded in there? Fuck! What the fuck? It could have only been McGilded, right? There's no one else that could have been in there. God forbid it's the two fucking hatted people that we're about to accuse of murder, but... God damn! Do we want to keep playing? No, I'll be smart, I won't. Ah man, god dang it. Oh look, it's Sherlock again. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. The Adventure of the Clouded Heart? What does this mean? Are we gonna fall in love? Fuck! I wanna see what happens. Oh god damn! Oh, what could there be? What could it be? What happened? Who could have done that? Vampire Man, was it you? How many episodes is there left? There's only one left? No, there's two left. Oh my god, shit, that scared me. I thought I only had one left. I was like, what? Even then, two left. Is Cosmo really not showing up again? I can't believe Cosmo would just leave me like this. I'm still sad about that. I still think about Cosmo to this day. I miss Cosmo. Oh man. God. It almost feels like kind of short for given how much story has been given to us so far. For it to only have 2 episodes left? Man, oh man. Alright, well that's it for today. Thank you for watching. As you can tell, I am enjoying myself, I think. I'm so mad that they gave us this as our first trial here. To defend a man who was guilty and he still got away with it. Oh, that makes me so mad. It pisses me off. If Ace Attorney teaches you anything, is that the truth always prevails, and I worry that the truth prevailed in a way that I don't want it to prevail. I don't know. We will find out when we do the next episode, which is whenever. Okay, I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my chicken sandwich.
Mashed potatoes.